Hey, what's up guys, JMD761 here, and I am back for another video explaining this obscure little 8-bit ALU I have here. So, well, there's no one else on? So this is a 8-bit ALU that I posted a video a couple days ago, just showing you off, just briefly showing you 8 plus 8 and stuff like that, but not really explaining everything in correct format or really explaining the logic behind it. So today I'm hoping to actually correct that for you guys. So if I hit 8 here, I should be getting 8 on there. And we have a T-flip model here. When you hit this button, it's allowing this flow to be deactivated, which in turn is inverting this to allow it to be activated and flowing into our memory cells, which isn't automatic, because if it was, then it wouldn't actually be saving anything. So we have these control little redstone torches here to stop that. And if we want to save something, we activate this, which in turn deactivates those ones and lets our cell into that. Same with the second one. Allows that one into that, and we should have 8 and 8. Excellent. So you're probably wondering, what is this actually doing? Well, okay, so we saved our 8 and 8, but that's great. Now we have 8 and 8. What are we going to do with that? Well, you can actually hook it up into things like this, and hook it down in, and bring it into an adder. So here we have 8 and 8, and we're going to swing them up together and put that in 8 and 8. And 8 and 8 are coming together, and that gives us 8 and 8 until they're both activated. We'll deactivate that one, and carries over to this one, which in turn allows us to have one flow in redstone, which gives us our answer of 16. So you're probably wondering, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, so let's think of this in bitwise. If you have one side with only one torch activated, there's only one input, so that wouldn't actually do anything. I just allow that to be activated. If you have one side this here activated, but nothing would come out. So you're probably wondering, why when I hit this one, is that one still activated? And that's because this memory cell, the first one, actually allows that one to carry over. However, if we were to activate this one, that actually deactivates, sorry, that always stays active, so nothing actually is deactivating it. However, if we were to take this one away, you see here, this cell here deactivates that and it goes over there. Okay, enough of the chit chat though. So this gives us the answer of 16. I can explain this a lot more depth, and I actually suggest you guys look up a 2-bit adder solution, so you can go up to, we actually have to do 8 of these, 1 per each one, so we could formulate it out. Alright, so you're probably like, okay, so we got that into that, so now you can come up with something that makes sense. We have the control room, we have the put into control into the memory cells, then we have it bring into the adder, which figures out what our answer is and brings it back into the main cell again once I hit this button again. So if I hit the sum, we should get 16, that deactivates that, and we should shoot the signal from the adder down there into that, and we got the right answer. Okay, so let's say, okay, we got that, but we want to understand subtraction again. So we got that. I like this model the best, the 32 minus 8. And you have to make sure the first value is bigger than the second value, unless it just becomes nil. So you have your 32 here, and your 8 here. So 8 is going into its spot here, and memory 2. And 32 is going into its spot here, memory 1. Okay, so you're probably like, alright, I kinda understand this now. So this here only has So that this is just the step to enable the subtraction part. So you can ignore this flow in on flow down on all these. So the only thing that matters is this input and this input. So since this input isn't on, this input is going in here, which is deactivating that one, which is still allowing that one to be activated since that torch is there, or not inverted. Since if this both activated, you see something different. Let's see what happens when I add that torch into there. That activates that, which in turn activates that. The red till dust is activated, which is activating this to deactivate all these torches here, which is allowing us to be not activated, which is allowing that to flow in, which in turn is allowing this one to be off. However, take that away, the opposite thing happens, of course. That is deactivated, this dust is not activated, which allows these torches to be on, which allows this dust to get on, and this to be activated because this torch is activated. So in this case here, we have 32, and we have our 8. So this carries over here, which actually comes out to be nothing. So that just nothing happens here. So it says okay. Since that one's not activated, we can activate here. And since this one carries over with that one, and that one carries over to that one, actually this one doesn't. Thought it's saying okay, this one's activated, and that one's activated because of the inputs. Now you might be wondering, wait a second, why is this one activated when there's no input here and no carryover? This makes no sense. Well, actually, the subtraction input is actually what's allowing us to come through. And since this one is actually allowing it to go through, this one's activated. But that's like that for every single other one. I can explain this a little bit better in detail once we get to this part, since this is the one that you guys are actually going to build this design here. Since you can just turn it from subtraction right now. Watch this. So it's 24 right now, 8 and 16. So watch this, we flip the switch and it should only be 16 now. Or not, okay. I think I might have fucked something up. It's quite easy actually to mess around with this and mess it up. What the fuck? Oh. Ah, well. Duh. We did 8 and 32. I thought we were still doing 8 plus 8. No derp. My bad there. So 32 and 8 is 40, since you can't actually add that into a value here. You can't just detect that as a better one. But, anyways, I can explain this a little bit more step by step in this tutorials, and I hope you guys enjoy.